Hey there. If you're watching this, it means you're either a 200s reg or you're somebody who's looking to help protect the 200s from 300s regs who are trying to invade. This post right here was made by a 300s reg a couple weeks ago, and we look at it as a call to action. They're essentially declaring that their ideal situation is having us working as a cockfight, battling each other, and giving them the maximum benefit. And now that that has ended for them, they're looking to continue taking advantage as much as possible in extraordinary amount of greed and lack of fairness. There's really no reason for us to treat them fair in return, which is why we're inviting anyone and everyone who thinks they can contribute to help us remove this threat and force a stable and sustainable lobby environment where the best players move up, the worst players move down, and everyone is getting what they merit based on their skill, which is, I think, why most of us started playing poker in the first place. So if you want to join in the battle defending the 200s, you simply need to join this spreadsheet right here, and it works very simply. If you want to become part of the defenders, simply add yourself to the bottom of the defenders list. Now you are officially a 200s reg. What you get from this, other than the opportunity to help defend the lobbies, is fully equal status with anybody else who's on this list. So once the war ends, once 200s are back, there will certainly be cuts made. Weak players are not going to be allowed to stay in the lobbies, but you will have an equal chance as anyone else of staying, and certainly if you prove yourself through this battle, you will keep your place in the 200s. The other thing is, we're not here to screw anybody over who fights with us, so simply by joining this group, you're going to guarantee yourself at least a month of fish after the war ends, so no one's going to have to battle and then immediately find themselves on the outside. How this is going to work, our goal is to get the defenders to be at least twice as many as the invaders. That way, not only will they have to be spending 100% of their time playing against us, but also we're going to be getting a fair amount of fish on the side while that happens, and they're going to start resenting that pretty quickly. It works very simply. When you're online, simply remove yourself from the offline list, add yourself to the online list. Then if you know, you can start sitting immediately getting fish, and if you notice that there's a 300s reg who's online who is open sitting the 200s and is not currently being forced to battle someone, simply move them from the offline list to the online list so that people will know that they're online. And then two people are going to add themselves to the defenders to the right of them. So presumably you're going to add yourself. If you feel that this specific reg for some reason has a style that works very well against you, you're not forced to play against them, but the goal is to make sure that we all do a decent amount of battling. If you don't do any battling, you're not going to keep your place after the war ends. So assuming this is not one of those regs who you specifically do not want to play against, you move yourself beside them, and now then you obviously sit them in the lobby, and now you're playing against them. So you're one tabling against them. They're still running Sharky, so they open sit again, and now say there's another reg who's online and is currently sitting fish. He's going to add himself right below you, and that means that he's also sitting the reg. So the next time 147 star open sits, 360 is going to sit him, and now he's going to be two tabling, one table against you and one table against 360. He's going to have two options at this point. He can either sit an additional lobby, in which case you're going to sit him, and then when he sits his fourth lobby, 360 is going to sit him again, and he's going to be two tabling against two different regs. which is not going to be a profitable situation for him. The other option for him is to decline 360, and now he's going to be stuck one tabling against you, and he can't open sit again because 360 is just going to sit him again. His war isn't going to be accomplishing much, though, if he's just one tabling against you. In the meantime, there's going to be a lot more defenders who are online and getting fish, so that's not going to be an effective strategy for them. So they're either going to have to bleed or give up. Whenever he ends up quitting you, or I guess if you quit first, then you have to take yourself to the offline list and find someone else to replace you. But if he quits first, simply remove him from the online list, put him back, and then put yourself back as just one of the players who are online, open sitting, getting fish, and prepared to take on the next invader who's going to try to screw us over. That's all you have to do. If we keep doing that, working as a team and having a larger group, hopefully, then the invaders eventually they're going to be forced to give up, and you are going to have your place in the 300s, in the 200s cartel, and everyone will be at the level that their skill dictates, as opposed to the political situation that is being forced upon us right now by a large group of people who are showing a strong team spirit but not a strong ethical spine.